No, we're not serving Trump supporters. You have a great day.
What's your name?
You have a great day.
I'm
worried. I'm confused if this is a joke too. Like we're questioning the same thing. Okay. Because you're Trump supporters? They're going on Facebook Lives because they're Trump supporters. Did Trump just not start a war yesterday?
You're refusing service to this establishment because of political view, right? Which is discrimination. You know that ICE is going.
No, we're not.
Makes no sense, right? So right there, you immediately see exactly how everything started, right? This couple walks in, attempts to order a smoothie, and the employees look at them and basically say they're not comfortable serving them because of their hoodie. Now, here's the thing that made this explode online. It wasn't just the refused service. It's why they refuse service. Because if you're going to say businesses should treat people fairly, that standard should apply to everybody. We agree? Excuse me. You can't say discrimination is wrong and then decide it's okay, depending on who the customer voted for. It makes no sense. And once a video like that went viral, Smoothie King Corporate, they had to step in. Y'all see this? Yeah, y'all see what they wrote? As a brand, Smoothie King is committed to ensuring our stores are a place free of discrimination of any kind, where every guest and team member is treated with care and respect. Following an investigation into an incident involving a guest who was refused service at a franchise location. Oh, at a franchise location. Oh, it's a continuing. My bad. At a franchise location in Michigan yesterday, the franchise owner has taken immediate action, and the two employees involved are no longer with the business. Both the franchise owner and Smoothie King Corporate have reached out to the guest several times to apologize and will continue to follow. Yeah, and that right there is the situation where the situation completely flipped into FAFO territory. Smoothie King came out with a statement saying the stores are supposed to be a place free of discrimination of any kind. And within about, 24 hours, the two employees involved were terminated. At least that's what I'm saying. Now, the company also apologized to the customers and said the franchise location would be retiring. You know, that means firing them employees. But the story didn't stop there, because once the employees lost their jobs, you see the one on the screen, one of them tried to take the situation to the internet. And that's when things got even more interesting, if you ask me. Watch this. Oh, come on, play.
Right? Which is discrimination.
Yeah, we're at Smoothie King, and they're discriminating and saying we cannot get service because Jake has a Trump service on.
Okay, well,
so
you said you were going to leave, so please just have a great day and leave so we can continue what we're doing.
We were just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us, and I asked you if everything was okay. You said we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband's hoodie. Yes. That is discrimination.
Okay, well, have a great day.
That is illegal.
That's illegal.
I said Trump discriminates us.
That has nothing to do with us wanting a smoothie.
Okay, but that's who you support. That's who you love, though.
You don't, but you don't own this. You don't own Smoothie King.
You're going to no longer have your job.
Literally. Like, I'm confused. Hey, is this a joke?
Good luck maintaining your employment.
I don't care. Have a great day.
When your company is charged, yeah, you will.
So literally, Jake's wearing his hoodie. They would not serve us because Jake's wearing a Trump hoodie. Talking about discrimination.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. No, what's embarrassing is that we're American citizens, and I wanted to get a smoothie.
Because my manager was here, she said the same thing to you. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to you, okay?
But that's hey, you know that's a crime, right?
It's not.
Discrimination is a crime.
We have the right to refuse service here, and that's what we
Not due to political views, though. Not due to political views.
You asked her who was wrong, and she said that she was uncomfortable.
It's a
right
crime.
or wrong? You asked the question, and she answered. Have a great day. Have a great day. The door is right there. Have a great day.
How embarrassing.
Have a great day. Call the police, okay?
Wow.
Discrimination.
Yeah, I am going to call the police.
Hi guys, it's Janai and Michelle. I'm just going to explain what happened yesterday at Smoothie King Ann Arbor. So basically, it was really busy the whole day. It was just me and my other coworker. And basically, this couple comes in the midst of it being like super busy, so we cannot attend to them right away. We're just like, hello, we'll be with you in a moment. And they're just giving us really weird looks. And so like, we're kind of looking at them back, like, what's going on? And that's when we realized they're wearing Trump merch. And that's when my coworker says to me, like, that, like, this is making me uncomfortable. Like, this is weird. Like, cause mind you, it was really the day right after Black History Month. And And that's when Torta asked us if there was an issue, and that's when my coworker said, like, yeah, we're uncomfortable because of your sweater, of your husband's sweater. And she was taking an order on the headset for the drive-through, and then so that's why I was doing most of the talking, because she was attending to the customer. So that's why, like, yeah, like we are uncomfortable. And then that's when he immediately gets loud. As you can see, guys, in my video, we're just saying, like, yeah, like, we're uncomfortable, blah 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 blah, and then he immediately gets loud, like, discrimination, you're discriminating.
It says, go woke, go broke. The victim card that she tried to play there is just amazing. I mean, now this is the part that really just set the internet off completely. After the employees were fired, one of them tried to start a GoFundMe asking people to help pay the bills. And we know, we've been seeing this kind of thing trend when a victim narrative starts to arise. But, once people started seeing the situation in the video, it started to spread everywhere. The fundraiser was taken down. And that's where the conversation online shifted, because suddenly people weren't debating a smoothie anymore. They were debating something much bigger than that. How far political hostility has spread into everyday life. Talking about a smoothie shop. Not a political rally. Not a debate stage. Just a place where somebody want to come in and grab them something to drink. And that brings us to something that's been popping up all over social media lately.
I just walked out of a date. You want to know why? Of course you do. Because what else do you want to hear about on a Tuesday afternoon? Happy Black History Month, by the way. So basically, we were talking about racism. Yes, he's a white man. He was telling me about how he has a bunch of black friends and they don't really bring up racism. And I was like, oh, well, it's likely that they just don't talk about it around you. They don't feel comfortable talking about it with you, or they don't want to offend you or whatever. Like, it's not that they never talk about it or think about it. And he's like, well, I highly doubt that. I think that they just don't really think about it. And I'm like, you can't speak for them. You can't speak on their experience. And I said something like, Black people that try to deny racism and deny the Black experience in order to appeal to white acceptance, we call them, and that's very embarrassing. And he was like, that's racist. And I was like, that's not racist. I'm Black, for one. I'm saying about other Black people. And he's like, yeah, but that's pretty bad. That's pretty much like me saying that someone with mental disabilities is the R word, but he said the actual word. And I was like, that is not the same thing. And then I said something like, Black people can't be racist, aka reverse racism does not exist. And he tried to say, well, I'm educated. I know what racism is. And I said, I'm not about to sit here and let a white man tell me what is racist and what is not. I sure did walk my ass right up out of that restaurant, because not today, Satan.
Okay, we're back. Now that clip right there might seem like a totally different conversation, but it actually connects to the same issue, because what you're seeing online right now is a growing argument about who gets to define racism, who gets to define discrimination, and bias. Some people believe racism can only come from certain groups. Others believe anyone can discriminate depending on how they treat people. I'm of that belief system. And the reason that debate keeps blowing up online is because once people start, dividing the world into categories like that, it becomes very easy to justify treating someone differently. Which is exactly what started the entire Smoothie King situation in the first place. I mean, think about, look what was written on this video right here. We're going to take it back a tab. It says, don't sugarcoat it. She didn't just go after them for their politics. She treated them differently because they were white. That's racial discrimination, period. But then every once in a while, you see something that reminds you the country isn't as divided as the internet tries to make it seem. Now, I want to go ahead and warn you, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the vocals to align because there's a lot of noise in this video that I tried to reduce. So there may be some delay in the audio and the mouths moving. So I just want to warn y'all of that. But the message, man,
Today I was walking through Walmart and I saw this old man, this fragile old man, wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Very boldly, very bravely wearing this hat through Walmart. And I said, I got to talk to this guy. And it turned out to be a great conversation. I wanted to share it with you guys. But I want you to listen to what he's saying, especially you young people, because too many of us are taking for granted this very special moment in time, this window, this opportunity that we have to have President Trump at the helm to save this country and restore the American dream and restore our rights and everything that America stands for. We're so blessed. Enjoy this interview.
This is beyond Democrats versus Republicans. And I'm sure, I don't know how old you are, but I'm sure you've never seen anything like this in your lifetime.
How old do you think I am?
I'd say a good, you're pushing 90, 85.
94.
94? Hang in there, brother.
He's a good one, I tell you.
Yeah, is he the best president we've had?
He's the best one ever.
He's the best one we've ever had, huh?
I don't think even George Washington and everyone.
No, he saved this country on November 5th. It was already gone, and he came in and saved it.
I said when the first time that he ran, I said, I thank God with him to be president, and he won. And the second one come up, I thought, you know what? God is going to rise the people, and they're going to get what they deserve. They did.
Yeah.
And that's when in here, he's in.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I followed him the whole time, that whole 4 years.
Yeah.
That was.
Go again if we didn't have the amount of time you could run for president.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to put him in jail on 91 false felonies. They tried to shoot him. Luckily, he turned his head. That was just by the grace of God.
You know, I wrote him a letter.
You wrote him a letter?
The first time that he won.
Uh-huh.
I told him, I said, if God wants you to win, you will win. And I said, if you don't, you'll lose. And I tell you what God did. God let him win the first one. And he showed him by a wonderful man. And people wasn't quite satisfied. And God said, well, I'll give them something to remember.
Yep.
And they gave that out.
Yep.
And then when they come back, Trump wiped him out.
Yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it?
God,
What's your
God
name?
had something to do with it.
What's your name?
My name is James Adams. Skip was short, that's what it was.
Oh, Skip? Okay, my name's Ty. It's nice to meet you, brother. Yeah, I'm a fellow MAGA man. Take care, brother.
Anytime I hear somebody ask, what's your name, I think of, my name's Tony. F you, Tony. What's your name? But that clip right there is probably the most interesting contrast in the entire story, right? You have one moment where people are arguing in the smoothie shop over politics, and then another moment where a random conversation at Walmart turns into something completely different. And that's respect. That's gratitude. Two strangers having a conversation about the country and their beliefs without turning it into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's probably the biggest reason the Smoothie King story went viral. Because people are tired of seeing politics turn every normal situation into a confrontation. Buying groceries, man, getting coffee, ordering a smoothie. None of these things should require a political loyalty test. At the end of the day, the reason stories like this explode online isn't because of smoothies or hoodies. It's because people are watching a bigger question play out in real time, which is, can a country with millions of different beliefs still operate under the same basic rules? Because the moment businesses start deciding which customers deserve service based on ideology, that's when the entire concept of fairness starts breaking all the way down. And that's why the situation moves so quickly. Internet saw it. Corporate responded. And within 24 hours, the entire story flipped. But the real takeaway here isn't who won the argument inside the store. I think it's how quickly everyday people are willing to step back. Actually, it's how quickly everyday interactions are turning into national conversations. And I think it's whether people are willing to step back and remember something simple. You don't have to agree with someone to treat them with respect. So, if you made it to the end of this video, I just want you to write, I subscribe. No, I want you to put, respect. That's what this world needs, man. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life.